And it's just, and this was sort of prompted through the discussion was what, why is change so difficult? And typically the things that we want to give up, and this was prompted by the mobile phone, right? But it applies equally to cakes, to cigarettes, to alcohol, whatever it is that we're trying to, because invariably we're trying to change habits that we believe are not optimal for us, right? We're either spending too much time on our mobile phone, it's making us anxious, etc., etc. We're drinking too much or too regularly, or we're eating too much cake or too regularly, or whatever it is, doesn't really matter. The principle is the same. We want to change something because we believe it is not optimal for us. One of the reasons it's so difficult is these things are essentially built to attract us, right? So cake, for example, is the perfect balance of sugars and fats and salts to be hyper palatable, right? To be super attractive. And we've still got this really ancient sort of wiring in terms of looking and wanting highly nutritious, calorie calorie dense foods, right? So when we were hunter gathering and all that sort of stuff, right, or actually for most of human evolution, being able to get that many calories in a small compact dose would have been the mother stone of all good things in life, right? It's like finding honey. It would have been really valuable and so important to us, right? When we were struggling to find food. We're now in this age of hype superabundance. If you're watching this, you're probably not struggling to feed yourself, right? But yet these foods, these hyperpalatable foods, are more available than ever. So we're surrounded by them, and we are wired at a very deep level to want them, right? They are tasty, and so these things, and they're dressed in compelling packaging and all that sort of stuff. None of this is by accident, right? These are all very carefully designed and researched to maximize the opportunity to attract our attention and make us more likely to consume them. Same with the mobile phones. The technology is designed to make us want these devices, to find them appealing, to want to keep picking them up. Facebook notifications and things like that, they built in a delay deliberately to activate the anticipation in us, right? So when you open the app, it delays telling you that there's a notification. That's an intentional thing. That's not just internet lag, right? That's designed to have you hooked and to make you anticipate the reward of having a notification, right? So these things are engineered to capture us, and that makes it hard as human beings. Our evolutionary psychology and biology is being used against us in essence, right? And not from a position of malice. This isn't a conspiracy theory, right? These things, anyone who wants to sell you anything is going to work in a certain framework to maximize the chances of succeeding in selling you something, right? That doesn't make them evil, right? That means that they're good at reading, and understanding people and applying that to get you to buy their hopefully very good product. So these things are weighted against you, right? And particularly in relation to corporations who have lots of money to put into these things, right? It's the body of a lot of people doing this research and applying this skill against one little you, right? So you think you've got the weight of Coca-Cola, right? Think how many millions and billions of dollars they've spent over the years perfecting their recipe, perfecting their marketing. And you've got this cultural thing, and I think we talked about very briefly. I think, Oliver, you mentioned the cultural thing, and again, this is a massive topic. We don't have time to cover it all, but you've got this whole cultural ethos around these super brands, right? Apple and Coca-Cola and whatever, right? And that carries a weight, whether you like it or don't like it. It's a huge juggernaut, a behemoth of psychological math that you need to overcome if you're trying to change a pattern of behavior around it. So yeah, there's a lot of weight there. But again, being mindful is the crucial thing. Understanding that these things are being applied to you and understanding the impact they have and why will help you free yourself from that, and being mindful to your behaviors, to your reactions, your reflexes, your emotions, the physical sensations in the body, the patterns of thought will profoundly support your ability to break yourself free from that cycle. There you go.